Hello, welcome back to my channel, Old Friends and New Friends. So today I'd like to share something about connection and how that is related to healing from hoarding. And also use this opportunity to introduce a new workshop that is coming up through my practice. So when we think about hoarding, we tend to think about the physical items that are piling up, and we tend to forget and think that dealing with the physical stuff is what healing hoarding is all about. And I believe for people who have started to work on the hoarding issues for a little while, soon after you start to work on this, you will realize it's not about the physical stuff. It's about the emotions attached to and triggered by and behind what the stuff represents for you. And so people start to talk more and more about emotional regulation and how that is important to healing from hoarding. And today I would like to introduce another layer to this picture, which is about connection and, on the flip side, disconnection. So people may know that the people who are watching these videos on my channel, you may know that I use compassion-focused therapy to work with people experiencing hoarding problems. And in compassion-focused therapy, we have the so-called the three flows of compassion. We have compassion flowing from ourselves to another person. We have compassion flowing from other people to us. And the third flow is compassion flowing from me to me, from the self to self. So how is this related to hoarding? There have been more and more studies that are showing that there is a relationship between challenges in interpersonal relationships and hoarding symptoms. There are studies finding that there are also attachment issues with humans that are somehow related to being more and more attached to physical stuff. So jumping out of the research findings, just let's think about it. So when we tend to have a hard time with trusting people, with feeling like we can be vulnerable and we can feel a sense of real connection with people and have the comfort from our people-to-people kind of interaction, when that is somehow lacking or is somehow not so well developed, what happens when we navigate the challenges and uncertainties in life? What happens when we navigate when something difficult happens? We can think about times when we do the so-called retail shopping or retail therapy. And we can think about times when we feel like I can't trust people. People may judge me, people may even betray me or hurt me, but my stuff will not. We can even think about times when we rely on owning or having stuff to offer as potential gifts, potential ways to say, to demonstrate, to serve as evidence of who we are and our values. So there are ways we somehow are using physical items as a replacement of comfort, when the comfort from human to human interactions is somehow not so satisfying or somehow more difficult. And there are also ways we don't feel that comfortable about ourselves and our worth. And somehow we rely on these items as almost like as tokens, as proof of our values, such as things that are related to past careers, things that are related to past identities, or even things that you want to accumulate extra so that if somebody needs something, you kind of can offer it to kind of prove, hey, I'm a useful person. So now these are all like things to highlight, hey, there seems to be some link here, right? We are using stuff in a way that is kind of unknowingly, we are easing that pain of this connection between us and people, and even a disconnection between the self to self. So this is something that I would invite everybody to start kind of reflect on. How are my things serving a function to ease my loneliness? How are my things serving the function for me to feel like I am more prepared with unexpected situations, with life challenges? And how is my things serving my self-worth? And how would it be different if somehow I can look at what is it that's making it hard for me to connect more vulnerably with another person in a way that I feel safe to give as well as receive? And how can building and fostering a community kind of help me to feel safe instead of using a lot of accumulation of things to make me feel safe or not lonely? And similarly, how can we work on our self-to-self relationship so that I don't see myself almost like a tool? I don't see myself as somebody that is not enough and needs to do more or needs to be more. I have a accepting and compassionate relationship with myself. And when things go wrong, even things go wrong interpersonally, I still have myself to come back to. So in May 20th to be exact, on May 20th, I will start a 6-week online workshop specifically addressing this aspect of healing from hoarding. We will use compassion-focused therapy methods, however, doing it in a workshop format. That will look like we will do psychoeducation, we will have deep discussions about how these things are related to our healing from hoarding. And we will have a lot of reflection, we will do exercises to build more and more awareness and understanding about what are the challenges that are in the way of us building a more intimate connections with others and with self. And of course, we will also train, and learn skills to cultivate interpersonal relationship safeness and intrapersonal relationship safeness. So this workshop will be online, like I said, and it's open to anybody in the world that is struggling with hoarding issues. And as long as the time zone works for you, you're most welcome to join us. So again, the workshop will begin on May 20th, and it will go for 6 weeks. If you will have to miss some, we'll have recording for people who have registered to catch up. So feel free to join us. And most importantly, wherever you are in this journey of healing from hoarding, I'd like to share my sincere wish for you to see this as an opportunity to get to know truly and deeply and get to heal yourself. And remember, healing hoarding is not about how many bags of stuff that you have donated or get rid of today. It's more about how much you have cultivated the internal safeness. And from that place, we are healing hoarding from the inside out. Take care.